Right behind me, I've got the 2026 GMC Yukon AT4. If you guys are new to the channel, my name is Jason and I do reviews on vehicles here in Canada, so reviews just like this. If you love car reviews, be sure to like this video and also subscribe to the channel. And also thank you to Frost GMC here in Brampton for allowing me to review this beautiful AT4. And I'm just gonna pop up the window sticker for this because this does have the optional AT4 8-passenger premium off-road package added to it. So you're gonna notice all of this around the vehicle. So in today's video, I'm gonna be going over the different models that you can get with the GMC Yukons, the safety features that you do get with the AT4 model, the engine specs, the exterior, the interior, the infotainment system, and of course the pricing on this. All right, let's start off with the models. So here are all of the different models that you can get when it comes to the GMC Yukons. And as for the AT4 model, here are all the different safety features that you do get with this. So you do get kind of a decent amount of safety features. Now, as for what powers this Yukon AT4, standard, you do get the 5.3 liter V8 engine. You do have other options that you can pick from, but for this one, you do get 355 horsepower and 383 pound-foot of torque. And as for the towing, how this is spec'd out, you can tow about 8,200 pounds. All right, well, let's start off in the front of this beautiful, beautiful AT4. I love the white color on this and all of the gloss black accents that you're gonna notice all throughout the exterior. Now, on the bumper here, you do have a gloss black bumper and then some aluminum trimming down here with the front red recovery hooks. You also have a skid plate underneath and more gloss black underneath there. Also are the front safety sensors, the LED fog lights, and then you get into this beautiful, beautiful grille area. I love all the designing on this, the gloss black, but look at this trim. You kind of have like this almost black chrome look going on, which looks fantastic. You've also got the massive red GMC letters and a front facing camera. Not only that, also an AT4 badge. And if you step back, you can see the gloss black circles the whole grille perimeter. I really like the gloss black accents on this. And then really you get into these gorgeous, gorgeous lights. I love the daytime running lights here, and then you have your typical headlights right there. And even if you come around to the side here, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see this on camera, but within the housing on the light here, you do have the nice designing inside, so that also stands out. Now, coming around to the side of the AT4, you can really see the size of this thing. And if you're not familiar with these or the Yukons, this is a 3-row SUV. Now one of my favorite things that this has up top here is the dual pane panoramic sunroof. I love having that on a vehicle. There's also these nice looking gloss black roof rails up top. Around your windows, you have a bunch of the gloss black. I really like even here, there's no rubber or the dull black. It's all gloss black everywhere. You've got the body color door handles, and then coming to the side mirror here, these are all in black. So there's not like this top half is like the gloss black or the shiny black and the bottom is black plastic. It's all the same. You've also got the turn signal built in here and a side mirror camera. This has cameras all around, so I'm going to show you that inside on the touchscreen. Also on the fender here, you've got this cool looking gloss black and like this black chrome badging that also says GMC. On the front doors, you have another AT4 badge, and this also has power side step. So when you do open up the door just like that, these do come out, and when you do close the door, they sit nice and flush against the vehicle. I'm not sure if you can see this on camera, but at nighttime, you do have this nice light that illuminates right underneath of your power side steps. As you just saw, it just went off, but yeah, that looks very cool. You also notice on the side here, you do have a reflector, and speaking of side, you also have these gorgeous, gorgeous wheels. I really like the aluminums, the gloss black, the GMC in red in the center cap there. And these are your 20-inch wheels. So if I do take a step back, I think they fit perfectly on this Yukon. And now coming to the rear of the AT4 here, the nice looks definitely continue. Now on the bumper here, you do have the body color bumper, more of like this black chrome trimming, and then the plastic trimming underneath. The center here, this does come off, revealing your hidden hitch area. So you do have a hitch there. And if you look way down below, you do have a spare tire. There's also these nice looking quad exhausts along with the rear reflectors, more rear safety sensors, and then you get into your tailgate area. So on here, you've got the Yukon badging, the AT4 badging, and then the same like the front, the GMC badging in red, and a rear backup camera with the washer. And even up here is more of that beautiful chrome trimming. Just like the front with the C-shaped lights, the rear has those as well, and these are also LED and they look very, very sharp. Also on the rear lights on the side here, you also have this nice GMC badge inside the housing. Now on the top here, you do have like this spoiler area with a brake light in the center and your wiper is hidden away, giving you that nice clean look. And right before I open up the tailgate here, you can also open up the glass area separately. So that is from your key here. If I just double tap, it's gonna unlock the top here, so I can just open it up like that. All right, let me go ahead and open up the tailgate and show you the space that you do get back here. So you just press that, and this is a power opening tailgate, obviously. So with all of the rows up, you can see the space that you have. There is a good and generous amount of space back here for all of your things. Even down here, you have like these aluminum protectors on both of the sides. Also, you'll notice back here, you do have this outlet and all of your seat controls for the second row and the third row. Now keep in mind, for the second row, you can only power fold them down, but for the third row, you can power fold them down and back up. And if I go ahead and lift up this carpet area, you do have like this small area of storage that you can definitely utilize. All right, let's jump inside and take a look at the trim and everything and what this has to offer. So opening this door up right away, you'll notice the black and this what GMC calls forest storm interior. I really like how this looks. And down here you have some space, and even in the middle you have space. You have this massive speaker here, and this does have the Bose sound system. This also has more chrome around it. And then you get into the soft touch material here with this brown contrast stitching, which looks beautiful. And then even up here you have the soft touch material, more stitching up here, and then this really nice looking trim. And you'll notice all of this throughout the interior. Even around the handle and the lock area, you have gloss black trimming, also the chrome trimming. All right, let's jump inside. And first off, I'm gonna start off in the third row, and I'll show you what you get back there, how the seats look, the legroom, the headroom, and then I'll do the same thing for the second row. So in order to get into the third row, it's very, very easy. All you gotta do is just pull this up once, and the seat comes down like this all the way. And then if I do it again, it pops up just like that. You can also use this strap to pull the seat up just like this, and then you have access to the back here. So as you can see, the color combination on this is very, very beautiful. The center, you have the perforated section, even the bottom section here, and you'll notice all of the brown stitching, piping all over the seats. Now let me jump back here and show you the legroom and the headroom. Okay, first off, I just want to show you the thigh support area. It's not all that bad on this. Typically on vehicles, well, I've seen some vehicles where it's very, very low. This, I think it's very tolerable. So even on like long road trips and whatnot, you'll be fine. Let me put this down and show you what it looks like with the bench seat setup and with the legroom. So as I pull this all the way up, okay, so right now this seat is a little bit further up compared to that one. As you can see, I'm going to show you both sides, but yeah, I have tons of legroom, as you can see from just how this seat is. Now let me move over to the other seat in the corner so you have an idea. So even if I'm in the corner, I still have some space, which is pretty good. Now, since this doesn't have the captain's chairs, you can't extend your legs, obviously, but you are gonna have a snug fit back here, I think. For kids and like smaller people, I think you should be fine. Now, in terms of the headroom, you get a good amount of headroom. I am wearing a hat. For reference, I am 5'11", and still, I have a good amount of headroom. So the space back here isn't too tight. I would say it's pretty like snug. But yeah, I mean, for kids, it's perfectly fine. Also back here, what you're gonna find is a water bottle area and then some space right here. Also a USB port, and you're gonna get the same thing on the other side, which I love because you're not gonna be fighting with the people back here. And if you wanna get out of here, well, you can just pull on this strap, but also you have a button right here. And if I just press that, it just folds the seat down, and I can just use the strap to just lift it up like that. All right, now let me hop into the second row and show you the legroom and the headroom. But before that, I want to show you what you get back here. So like I was mentioning, this has the bench seat setup, so there's no captain's chairs. And here, let me show you a much more closer up of the seats. Look at how beautiful these seats look. I love the color on this, and obviously the brown stitching and piping definitely makes this thing stand out. You also notice the seat here and the seat on the other side does come heated, which is a bonus. And if you go ahead and pull this centerpiece down, here are your cup holders, and you have some small little space here. And then on the side here, this one obviously is to fold the seat down, but this you can also move forward and backwards. Now, something cool about this one right here, not only is it to access a third row, but if you pull it up, these seats also recline. So let me show you how much can it recline. So as you see, this seat is reclined, that one is not. But yeah, you can be pretty comfortable in the second row. Keep in mind for the passengers in the back. All right, let's jump in and take a look at the legroom and the headroom. So jumping in here, legroom wise, I am very, very comfortable. I can even move this seat up, giving the third row a little bit more space, and this seat can probably be adjusted as well, but still a pretty good amount of legroom. And then in terms of the headroom, just like the rear. I have no issues at all. So space in this thing is pretty solid. Now behind the driver and passenger seats, I love how it's all just soft touch material. There's no plastic. You also have space here and the other side. On the rear console area, you have more cup holders, more of that chrome trimming, your heating and cooling controls, heated seat controls for the back, USB ports, and then you have an outlet down there. Also at the bottom here, you have this very cool looking door sill piece that says AT4. All right, let's check out the front here and see what we get compared to the rear. The only thing that I can really notice is a much bigger area at the bottom, and everything else is identical to the rear, other than of course your window controls, side mirror controls, and the driver memory seat controls. Now as for the front seats, these are identical to the third row, the second row, everything is identical. Other than that, up here you do have the AT4 engraved into the headrest on both of the front seats. And the front seats not only come heated, but they're also ventilated. And then down here are all of your seat controls. And moving further down, you have a bigger, nice looking door sill piece. Underneath, nothing too crazy, just your foot pedals. Here is your hood latch release. Moving up here, you have a bunch of controls, even up here. So here's all your different modes, your auto, 4 high, 2 high. This also has the adjustable suspension, so you can do that from here. There's the cluster dimmers, the exterior lights, trailer brake controller, electronic parking brake, your cameras, traction control, your parking sensors are here. Here's the hill descent control, auto start stop, the park assist, and the lane keep. So a bunch of controls here. Even around the venting, you have the nice like dark black chrome trimming, more of that beautiful trimming you saw on the doors. But yeah, all of this looks nice, and your steering wheel does come power adjustable. All right, entering inside, you do have the hard plastic on the dashboard with more of the contrast stitching. It's not the brown contrast stitching, but rather it's in black. And you have a speaker there, speaker in the center, and one over there. And then you get into this very nice looking fully digital cluster area. This is an 11-inch cluster. So you have all the nice detailing, all sorts of information can be displayed here. And to control that, it's all through here. So if I just press that, it goes into this, which is a completely different look. And I think I like this one better. If I do it again, you have a full map view, and this does have Google Maps built in, which is pretty neat. If I press it again, it comes to like this driver assistance area, and then one more time, it goes back to the same one that I was just showing you. Now, as for the steering wheel, you have the soft touch material, more of the contrast stitching all in the inside here. You've also got this here and this little guy here for your hands-free driving, and the steering wheel does come heated. Even here, more of that nice chrome trimming. You've got the red GMC letters here. And on the left side here, you have all of your cruise control settings, follow distance. Here's your lower gear. And here's how you turn on your hands-free driving. The other side has your Bluetooth, music, your heated steering wheel control, and then the cluster controls here. Also behind the steering wheel, you will notice the paddle shifters. And also behind, you have the front and rear wiper controls, high beams, and indicators. And the other side has your gear shifter. All right, now moving to the center console area here, you have more of the soft touch material. This beautiful perforated middle section similar to the seats. There's also a nice looking AT4 badge on this. And opening this up, you do have this tray with 3 sections that can be popped out. And inside, you do have a decent amount of deep storage space. Plus, you have USB ports. Now, before I touch on the center console here, I just want to show you on the side, you have this soft touch material with the contrast stitching, more space down here, and that will be on the passenger side as well. And then on the console, more of that beautiful trimming that you saw on the doors. Ton of gloss black here with 2 cup holders, more chrome around them. And then here is more space, but this is your wireless phone charger, plus 2 more USB ports. And also look at how nice your start stop button looks, very premium. And then right here are all of your heating and cooling temperature controls, including the heated seats and the vented seats. So all the little toggles are right below here. Now you can also touch the screen at the bottom, which is pretty neat. And then you really just get into your touchscreen. Also, I like how this is designed with the venting, but in terms of the touchscreen here, this is a 16.8-inch touchscreen. How nice does this look? You have a bunch of different information on this that you can view, and more down here. So on here, let's go on the vehicle status. Here you have a silhouette of your vehicle and all of these little plus symbols. So whatever I press, it's going to show me that particular information about the vehicle. Even down here, you have the maintenance section. So all the necessary information. Heading back, there's also the gauges section. Again, all the necessary gauges. And then lastly, you have the trip information here. And then let's exit out of all of this. You also have My GMC, Google Assistant, Play Store, Android Auto, and Apple CarPlay. And then the cameras. Like I was mentioning, this has cameras all around. So you have the top bird's eye view, and right here is the backup camera. And if you want to turn off the top bird's eye view, you just click that button right there, and it shuts it off. But I like having that on, so let's turn that back on. And here is how you switch the camera. So right now it's in the back, and then here's the front-facing camera. Here's the top of the camera, the top view of the front, and then the top view of the back. Here are the side cameras, which are facing the rear, and here's them facing the front, and here is the hitch camera. Exiting out of all of this, you've also got the trailering section. So you're gonna have things like add a new trailer, guest trailer, or use accessories. And heading back, there's also the settings section, which you have on pretty much any vehicle, your typical stuff. And back here, now you also have the auto park assist, which is a neat feature. There's also the climate section. So not only can you control it from here, but also down here. And this is both for the front and the rear. Then you've got the Wi-Fi hotspot. Here you have the recordings, which you can record stuff. You got the audio section for your AM, FM, Sirius XM, Bluetooth, USB, and news. And then down here, here is the map section. Like I was saying, this has Google Maps built in. Heading back, there's also the phone section once you do have it paired, the controls, and then news. If I go under controls, it's gonna have a few things as well. You'll also notice a button right above the screen here. So if I do press it, this opens up, revealing a hidden compartment area. Moving up top here, just a rear view mirror. And then if you move further up here, you have quite a few things. Not only do you have this interior camera here, you got the interior lights. Here you can adjust your tailgate. And then right here is to fold down the seats at the back. Here is the sunroof controls on both of the sides, and then the sunshade control in the center. There's also the SOS and OnStar. Here is the key fob for this AT4. It's your typical GMC key. All right, coming around to the passenger side, there is that space that I was talking about on the other side. And then on your dashboard, beautiful, beautiful trimming here. I really like how this looks. And then really, you just have your typical glove compartment space. And here is the window sticker for this AT4. The pricing that you see is in Canadian dollars. Well, that does it for the review on this 2026 GMC Yukon AT4. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of this beast?